Tales Show, and I'm your host, Tails. Today our guest is a living legend, a character who had a huge impact on the world of fantasy. And let's not forget about its creator. Our guest became famous worldwide, a hero of books, movies, and games. A public idol, a fearless warrior of brutal strength, a tamer of wizards, cannibals, deities, and other dark forces. Please welcome Conan the Barbarian. Hello, you are exactly as I pictured you.
Was this in my writer?
Hey, I'm the host of this show. My name's Tails. I'm gonna be talking about you today.
Okay, man, but if I don't like what you're telling people, then I'll crush you.
Alright, well, okay. Stories describe Conan to us as the dark-haired, dark-skinned man of an athletic build. He is highly skilled with using swords, hatchets, bows, and hand-to-hand combat. He started his journey in 1932 in The Phoenix on the Sword book by Robert E. Howard. At the moment of the story's events, Conan appears as the king of Aquilonia, fighting against the enemy's cunning plot. It's worth mentioning that the stories did not go in chronological order. One of the reasons for this is that many of the books were finished, revised, and published only after Howard's death. The complete works tell the story of Conan's life, starting with his birth happening right at the battlefield. Conan manages to become a gladiator, a slave, a pirate, a thief, a mercenary, an ordinary soldier, and a lover of a bunch of women from thieves to queens. His rich fantasy world is full of highlight moments which are bound to be remembered by readers. And now let's hear about what you've all been waiting for. Let's talk about the movie starring our dear old Arnold Schwarzenegger. The 1982 film Conan the Barbarian became the very first screenplay based on Howard's books about a famous hero. The film received the Golden Globe for the New Star of the Year and was also nominated in Razzie Awards for the Worst Male Actor. Maybe Arnie didn't have that much experience being an actor at the time.
I'm too deep a character for an adventure film.
A storyline of the movie is about Conan's quest to kill Tulsa Doom, the evil head of the snake cult who had killed his family and enslaved Conan. He spent many years being a slave and working on the Wheel of Pain. As silly as it may sound, but turning the wheel for 10 years has made him an athlete. His journey from being a gladiator to an indestructible warrior is fascinating. What can we say about this movie? What can we even expect from a movie with a barbarian Hulk as a lead character? The acting, main plots, and dialogue could all use some work, but who cares? The action, character development, costumes, and set designs are the main reason we watch this movie. And the most important thing is that they followed the whole atmosphere exactly like the original books. The fascinating Middle Ages where jungle law and cruelty ruled the world. Well-developed set decorations please the eye, and the soundtrack is good enough to release its own album. A charismatic villain played by James Earl Jones, yes, the one and only Darth Vader's voice, is excellent in a role of a protagonist. He is smart, he's authoritative, he can be charming and horrifying all at the same time. Also, he's a gigantic snake, can you believe it? One of the film's strength lies in its character development, especially Conan's. At the beginning of the movie, he's nothing short of an animal. But after a while, we see human emotions beginning to rise up in him. He's becoming a good friend and an ally to others. And when he's finally finding his true love, his cruel and barbaric facade is completely gone. But, as it was expected, the film holds quite a few stupid things. For instance, Arnie's acting's not so great, but it's his first major role, so we'll forgive him. But in all fairness, in some moments his acting skills do become praiseworthy. I won't omit a lot of rated R moments, from overabundance of cruelty to, well, sexual scenes to put it lightly.
Hey, show me uncensored version later.
Afraid of overstatements?
Understatements.
Okay, we'll meet here after a short break to talk about a sequel. And in the meantime, we'll watch something I've put together for our female audience. Conan, Jim, Lex Luger, go for it! Thank you for watching The Tales Show. We'll meet our guest again in the next episode, and if you wish to support our project, click right here. Thank you, and see you next time.